Now live from CBS 4 Weather Control, this is a Hurricane Wilma update.
Good Tuesday morning. I'm meteorologist Elizabeth Hart. Just a few minutes ago, the National Hurricane Center upgraded Wilma to a hurricane, making it not only the 21st named storm of the season, but the 12th hurricane, tying yet another record set for 12 hurricanes back in 1969. This storm is becoming more formidable almost by the minute. There was a storm 12 hours ago, and now you can see the center of circulation very well defined. It is becoming much more symmetrical. We still have some of the storm kind of weighted down here on the south side with some fairly intense thunderstorm activity, but the outer banding is looking very healthy, and the folks in Jamaica and southeastern Cuba have already had some very nasty weather with heavy rain falling on the east side of the storm. Let's take a look at it on the visible, which is the daylight satellite picture, and you're definitely getting a sense here of the outflow developing. The better the outflow, the more air that's coming into the storm at the surface. It has to go out somewhere, so it comes at the top, and comes out at the top, and that's why we see these banding features developing when a storm is intensifying. Now, the only thing that we think could interfere with the development, the continued development of Wilma in the next little bit, is that there is some dry air. This is the water vapor, so we're looking at the mid and upper levels, and you can see here through the Gulf of Mexico and even into the northwestern Caribbean, things are very dry as indicated by this red. But the storm appears to be growing enough that this red, this drier air in the mid and upper levels, will probably not be able to reach the core of the storm. So all signs are that Wilma is going to continue strengthening, and in fact by tomorrow evening could be a major hurricane. There's a trough extending on the north side of the storm, and that's going to be pushing in our general direction. So things are already gray and gloomy out there, and we'll have an increasing chance of showers and some very breezy conditions. Here's what's going to control the motion of Wilma in the next several days. We have a nice ridge of high pressure here over the Gulf Coast. It's going to begin weakening, and the Atlantic high is going to start to build in. So the upper level winds are favorable because there's not much in the way of wind shear, and the stronger high that will be building in from the Atlantic is going to start to push the storm a little bit more northward, and then eventually there's a little dip in the jet stream here that's going to help steer Wilma, or we think it will, by this weekend towards the Florida coastline. How close it comes remains to be seen. This is still a long ways out, but this is the best case scenario we can put together right now. So here's the latest on Wilma. Storm is just a little less than 200 miles south-southeast of Grand Cayman. Notice now the motion to the northwest at 7 miles per hour. It started the northwestward drift about 8 o'clock this morning, and it has now significantly picked up forward speed. Winds at 75 miles per hour, so it's a minimal hurricane right now, but the pressure is down at 977 millibars. And again, we think that through the day today, the storm is going to be intensifying. So Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday, through the northwestern Gulf, or northwestern Caribbean, excuse me, and could be anywhere from the Yucatan Peninsula to far western Cuba. But of course, we kind of look here at the middle of the track to kind of see where we think it will go. As we head into Saturday and Sunday, it looks like much of our state is going to be under the gun as Wilma makes that turn to the northeast. So the watches and warnings that are in effect right now is a hurricane watch and a tropical storm warning for the Cayman Islands, and then the tropical storm warning also for parts of Central America from the Honduras-Nicaraguan border up to Cabo Cameron in Honduras. So most likely we're going to see some of those watches and warnings extended, maybe even later today. We will have the very latest on Hurricane Wilma coming up on CBS 4 News at noon.
New York Jets football